Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. Today we will start with our first chapter of geography, our environment. This is the first part of our environment. In this video we are going to learn the topics meaning of environment, components of the environment. In that we will learn about the natural components of the environment. So here we will start with our first topic, meaning of environment. The word environment is derived from a French word, environner, which means surrounding. So in simple terms, whatever we see in our surroundings, that collectively called environment. That is place, people, things and nature. Now this environment is divided into two parts, natural and man-made. These are also known as the component of the environment, that is natural component of the environment and man-made component of the environment. Here we have components of the environment. As we already discussed, we have natural component and man-made component. Now, natural component is also called physical environment and man-made component is also called human environment. Here in the picture also you can see the first picture has the natural components and the second picture has man-made components. So, in natural component, we can see air, water, earth, living things. And in man-made components, we can see buildings, bridges, dams and that kind of thing. Now here also you can see in natural component we have land, air, water and creature. Man-made component we have buildings, parks, bridge, road, industries, monuments. And here we have one more component, that is human, and that we will learn further. Now only we will learn about the natural component and man-made component. Here we have one picture. Can you find the natural and man-made components in the picture? Make a list of natural components and man-made components. Here we have natural or physical environment. So all those things that naturally exist around us are together called natural environment. For example, we have plants, animals, land, air, water, etc. So these are all natural environment. Now this natural environment is further divided into biotic and abiotic environment. You can also see here in the picture we have air, water, land which are natural environments. Now here we have biotic environment and abiotic environment. Now the environment which includes the world of living organism, those are biotic environment like human being, plants, animals, insects, whatever is living thing, that is biotic environment. Now whatever thing we have as non-living elements, those are abiotic environments. For example, air, water, natural vegetation, etc. Here you can see all the living thing comes in biotic and all the non-living things which are also natural, comes in abiotic. Here we have a picture. Can you find the biotic and abiotic components? Both are natural components. Biotic is living organism, abiotic is non-living elements. So make a list and find out the components. Now here we will learn about the 4 domains of the earth to understand our environment well. As we have air as our abiotic environment and it refers to atmosphere. We have earth which refers to lithosphere. Water refers to hydrosphere. And all the living organisms, plants and animals are the major part of biosphere. You can see here in both the pictures. So now we will learn about these 4 major domains of earth so that we can understand our environment well. First we have lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth on which we live. Now it has many ups and downs as it consists of landscapes such as mountains, plateaus, hills, valleys, etc. So because of different landscapes, it has ups and downs. Now these landscapes are found over the continents and ocean floors. Now it is made up of various rocks and minerals. Also it covered with thin layer of soil. Now the soil which covers this lithosphere helps to grow different types of plants and shrubs which provide food not only to human being but for the animals also. It is also known as the home of different plants and animals, as all the plants and animals, living organisms live on this lithosphere. It is source of various mineral resources such as coal, aluminium, manganese, lead, zinc, oil, etc. Now it provides land for growing crops and human settlement. Here we have atmosphere. So the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth is known as it extends up to a height of 1600 kilometers from the earth's surface. Now the atmosphere is holded around the earth by its gravitational force. Earth's gravitational force holds the atmosphere. It consists of various gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, neon, ozone, etc. as well as dust and water vapor. So these are present in the atmosphere. The atmosphere acts as a thick blanket which protects us from harmful ultraviolet rays of sun. The changes in the atmosphere brings changes in the weather and climate also. Air provides us all the weather related phenomena such as wind, rain, etc. The atmosphere acts as a big air conditioner moderating the extremes of heat and cold. It also contains life-giving gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So these are some of the features of atmosphere. Now we have hydrosphere. So the domain of water is referred to as the hydrosphere. Whatever water bodies we have, that collectively form the hydrosphere, like ocean, seas, lakes and rivers. They collectively form the hydrosphere. We already know about 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with the water, and it provides us great variety of seafoods and minerals. It provides a natural link between the continents. Oceans are main component of the hydrosphere. The elevation of any land form is measured by the ocean floor. It is also used as means of transport by the people. Now, elevation is distance above sea level. Elevations are usually measured in meters or feet. Here we have biosphere, and biosphere refers to the living world. It contains all forms of life such as plants, animals, human beings, etc. It is a narrow zone of earth where land, water and air, all three, interact with each other to support life. As the living organism need all of these three for survival. It is a very significant part of the earth. It is the part of the earth that is occupied by living organisms. It extends from less than 11 kilometers below sea level to the tropopause. It provides us favorable conditions for life. Both the biotic and abiotic environment are interdependent and provide a variety of food and raw materials. Now, if we talk about all the four, lithosphere consists of solid rock, soil and mineral. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its form. And atmosphere is the layer of gases around the earth. The biosphere consists of all living plants and animals and their interactions with rock, soil, air and water in their habitats. I hope you all understood all the topics taught in the video. For any questions and queries, we can discuss in the online classes. Thank you.